Don't forget to like the video and subscribe.
Want to make some corned beef in the Instant Pot? It's so easy. Oh yeah, what about that cabbage? Ooh, don't forget about the potatoes and the carrots. We're going to do it all in the Instant Pot. First you need the corned beef. This can be any size, 2 to 4 pounds. It's going to be the same time. We're going to add the very first important thing to the Instant Pot, water. 2 cups of water will do it. Then after that, I like to rinse off my corned beef, get all those preservatives off. Now it's going in the Instant Pot. And don't forget about that spice packet. We're going to put that all on the very top. And it's that easy. Here comes the top. We're going to seal in the pressure, making sure that the pressure valve goes to the right. Very important. This is going to be at a full 90 minutes. 90. If you just press the button down, it goes quicker, I found. So we're going to set that timer all the way till 90 on high pressure manual. And leave it in there. Now when it's done, we're going to turn it off. And we're going to let it do its natural pressure release. It takes about 10-15 minutes. After that, we're going to take it out. Look at all that juicy goodness. Now if you get the flat cut, I specifically like that because you can slice it. The difference is there's also a round cut, and that's going to be the more stringier, more fatty version. I like this because I like to have slices of it. So again, it will depend. This one has a very large chunk of fat on the bottom, so I do cut that off separately. And as you can see, I slice into it. It's going to be perfectly ready to eat, ready to go. And if you're not ready to eat it right away, I do recommend don't slice it. Keep it maybe under tin foil to lock in all the moisture. But it is perfectly ready and done after that 90 minutes. Super easy. You can walk away and do whatever you want in those 90 minutes. That's why I love this recipe for the Instant Pot. Look at how juicy and flavorful this is. All I had to do is put it in the Instant Pot with water. So easy. Now, if you're going to do step 2, which is the potatoes, carrots, and cabbage, I'm going to recommend that you actually take out the liquid. So we're going to leave in the hot liquid, but we're going to remove about 2/3 of it. So in this video, I have me showing removing 2 cups, but I actually had 4 total cups of juice of liquid left over, and I removed 3 cups. So you can remove 2 to 3 cups. I recommend 3 because all you need is 1 cup of water for the next step. So we're leaving that broth at the bottom, the 1 cup of hot broth. We have our potatoes, we have our carrots in there, and now we're going to add the cabbage. Instead of dumping it on top, I do like to put it in by hand. I cut the cabbage up in thick slices, and this exact timing I'm going to give you is going to make it so that it is perfectly cooked. Not too mushy of the cabbage, it's just going to be that exact perfectness. So once you have the potatoes and the carrots at the bottom, we're adding the cabbage on top. This total cabbage is actually 1.5 cabbage, if you're wondering. And I think I had 5 medium-sized potatoes. They were yellow gold potatoes, and about 4 or 5 large carrots. So that was my total. And again, trying to fit as much as I possibly can in that Instant Pot. Now we're going to seal the pressure here, and this is going to go on now for 4 minutes. So on the pressure, we're going to actually make sure, again, to the right, and then we're going to come down here and reduce the number because it was at 90, so we need to make this go all the way down to 4 minutes. Now what I did find was this actually took longer than expected to come to pressure. I want to say it took about 15 minutes. Because it had already been working for the corned beef, and there was hot liquid, but it still took a lot longer, and it's because there's so much in this Instant Pot now. We have all those potatoes and carrots and the cabbage, so it will take longer to come to pressure. But once this is done, Most important tip, do not let it sit in here because it will get very mushy. So you need to immediately remove. I like to remove my cabbage separately than the potatoes, but look at this. It is juicy, it is flavorful. It is so yummy, this cabbage, because it was in that stock of the corned beef. Look at that. So good. So again, I'm removing this immediately. I'm not letting it sit in there. That will turn into complete mush. Look at that. It is so good. So flavorful. Just from that 1 cup of corned beef stock. So we're, again, had 1.5 heads of cabbage in here. And then I had about 5 potatoes. And the potatoes, what I did was I actually sliced them into 8 pieces. So I sliced them small. You could even just cut your potatoes into quarters and that would be fine too. They will be fully cooked. And we're just going to remove all the bits here. And then after that, I do recommend having a straining spoon because again, we want these potatoes and carrots to get out of the hot liquid because it's just going to keep cooking them. So next, I'm removing as quick as I can the potatoes and the carrots. Look at that. They are perfectly done. Completely cooked in that 4 minutes. I'm getting them out of this hot liquid. Continuing to remove them till I have all my last bits out of there because I do not want to let any of this sit. I did make that mistake once and I regretted it. Do not let this sit in that hot liquid. Okay, removing our last bits here. And then I'm going to show you what I'm going to be doing with all of this stock at the end. Now, some people like to make gravy out of the stock, which you can easily do. I'll explain that now. All you need is 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and warm water. Mix that in a bowl, and then you would add that mixture to the stock and then hit saute. That would be your gravy. It takes about 10 minutes to make the gravy. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to take this stock here and I'm going to save it. And you can freeze that stock. Hope you enjoyed.
Don't forget to like the video and subscribe.